Hello and welcome to this inter-conference matchup between two very good basketball teams. We're here at the Quakertown Lower Gym as the 0-3 Quakertown Panthers get set to take on the 2-1 Plymouth Whitemarsh Colonials. So Jack, just give me a little bit of a breakdown of the starting five for Plymouth Whitemarsh here tonight.
So starting at point guard is Jaden Colsey. He's a very, very explosive guard. He's good with his handle and also has a ton of range. We saw in some of the older games of them, he attempted a lot of half-court shots and made a lot. Then shooting guard Chase Coleman, he has one of the cleanest jump shots I think I've ever seen. He is also very explosive, and most of the starting lineup can dunk. Then we noticed center Rodney Willis, 6'8". You'll see him on this tip-off. He's just an absolute presence down low. Then Jaw as the forward. He's also a very, very good shooter, and so is Quadir Bennett.
Overall, really good starting five for the whole team as Quakertown wins the opening tip, and Sam Wilkins up for the layup. Quick start, 2-0 Quakertown.
Looked like losing the tip-off there actually helped out Quakertown.
Went right into the arms of Sam Wilkins. Quakertown starts and looks like a zone look. Kyle's on the floor. Rosenberger, he's going to dive and give Quakertown possession. So nice start for the Panthers, some defensive pressure. Here's a cut by Callan into the paint. Saved by Rosenberg. Kicks it out. Big matchup we'll see here tonight. Kyle Rosenberger against Quadir Bennett as he misses that mid-range shot.
Looked like a lot of cutting from the left wing. Seems like that's how Quakertown's trying to get open on these first couple plays.
You'll notice a change in the starting lineup tonight. You see Ty Wilkin, the senior, not starting. In place of him, Anthony Callan moves in to the starting role.
This also gives us a full junior lineup besides Sam Wilkin.
It's a sophomore for this young Quakertown team. First minute of play gone in the first quarter. Here's number 3, Trace Coleman, up for the layup, and he's on the board for the first time today. A little bit of pressure here from PW after probably what they saw on film. Quakertown's last matchup where they had some trouble against this, but they get an open look here at Sam Wilkin for 3. He's got it! Sam Wilkin, Quakertown's first 5 points, number 5.
Key there was beating the press, and it freed open the wing shooter.
Now here's Coleman. He's averaging a little over 18 a game. A foul called on Longacre.
It's looking good so far.
So far, so good for Quakertown, as it looks like a timeout's going to be used by Coach Donofrio of Plymouth Whitemarsh.
How are you feeling so far?
Feeling pretty good. Sam Wilkin, all 5 of the Quakertown points. Had that wing 3, open look.
Got that tip-off layup, too.
But this Plymouth Whitemarsh team, they can score. Quadir Bennett, he averages 23.3 a game. Alongside of the other part of that duo, Chase Coleman averages 18.6 a game. And to round that out, Jaden Colsey with a nice 12 a game, the point guard for this Colonials roster.
A heavy three-point shooting team as well, so they like to score a lot of points in bunches.
And this is the team that shared the Liberty Division title last season alongside of Upper Dublin, who Quakertown saw on Friday. So 2 really tough opponents back-to-back for this Panthers team. Getting some good reps for possible late-season run maybe, as they start off with a really tough opening schedule. So here's Colsey now. Defended by Wilkin. He pulls from almost a logo, and this one's short, rebounded by Callan. A little bit of that range that we saw on film from Jaden Colsey there. Here's Rosenberger, defended by Bennett. Ball's loose, but he's able to corral it. Hands it off to Longacre. Foul called on Bennett on the baseline.
Looks like both teams are trying to trap the ball handlers on screens.
It'll be Longacre inbounding this one for Quakertown. You know, they have Willis listed at 6'8", and as he gets the deflection there.
I don't know if that was the pass there.
It does look like he is 6'8" in person. As Tomlinson with the layup inside, wide open. Quakertown 7-2 early on in the first.
That roll really freed him up, and he was able to make it before 6'8" Rodney Willis was able to get there for a contest.
You can see Wilkin guarding Colsey all the way up at the logo as long as Longacre, and this is a backcourt violation off the hands of Coleman.
I'm so happy right now.
First one off the bench, number 2, Jimmy Flowers of Plymouth Whitemarsh. He checks in for Rodney Willis, 42. And Coleman's going to take it right back. Fast break layup, wide open.
A little bit high on that layup.
This is a PW team that we have seen has the ability to dunk. Hopefully we see it as Ethan Tomlinson with his 4th point of the game.
Crowd is blowing up.
Another inside layup. So under 5 to play, Quakertown leads by 5. Foul called on Miles Longacre.
Already looks like they subbed out Rodney Willis for senior Jimmy Flowers, 6'4" guard.
Flowers is a senior. He had 2 points in their last outing against Abington.
I believe he also had a fast break dunk.
Tomlinson steps all the way up on that Colsey open look, force him to not take the shot. Here's an in cut by Flowers, who's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Looks like Quakertown's emphasis right now is closing out on shooters.
It's definitely the smart game plan, as we've seen. This PW team's not afraid to pull it from anywhere.
We've already seen that so far with Jaden Colsey attempting that nearly half-court shot.
Flowers makes the first of a pair. Flowers had 5 in that opening game against Roman Catholic for PW. It was a loss to the 6A state title from last year's. As Roman Catholic, a powerhouse, they kept that game close, eventually fell. But that just showed how good this team is for Plymouth Whitemarsh as Jimmy Flowers is on the ground. That's probably going to be a jump ball. It will remain, actually be PW ball. The possession arrow is in favor of the Colonials.
Looked like Flowers was able to out-hustle Ethan there and jump on the ball quickly.
So a little bit of sloppy passes early on by both teams. There's another one there, but Bennett's there to corral that pass that soared past the arms of a cutting big man. Coleman's going to walk this one out and pull the wing 3. Shot's no good, rebounded by Tomlinson. Some pressure here on Ethan Tomlinson. Got to give him some help, and they get it to him. Over to Ty Wilkin, who's checked in for the first time tonight.
Looks like PW is running a lot of double screen action to try and free up shooters.
They got Tomlinson in the corner now. Some good pressure by Flowers, but he gets the pass off the Rosenberger. Pass is high, but Wilkins there. Goes up for the shot, and a foul's called.
Looked like Sam's intention there was to try and draw the foul.
Quakertown's first free throws of the game. Sam already has 5, looking for 6 and 7 here. Sam was 2 of 4 from the line on Friday's game against Upper Dublin as he makes the first. And Wilkin will drain both free throws. Quakertown leads by 6 early on in the first. So we're at the halfway point of the first quarter. Quakertown has looked pretty good against a really solid Plymouth Whitemarsh team. As here's Bennett, mid-range from the stripe, he's got it. That's the Plymouth Whitemarsh #1 scorer.
He likes to shoot those middies a lot.
Averages 23.5 per game. Had 30 points on Friday's game against Abington. Wilkins pressured here by Colsey, but he gets it off to Tomlinson. Cut, unable to find Callan. Here's Rosenberger, open layup as he goes up and finishes at the rim. Nice cut by Rosenberger. Quakertown leads by 6.
Cuts have been Quakertown's best way of getting points so far this game. Looks like PW is trying to press him a lot.
Colsey drives and misses the layup. It's rebounded by Sam Wilkin. They send the double bond half court. Foul's called on Bennett. What'd you think about that call, Jack?
I don't know. I'll
You looked
take
at
it.
me.
Though. I'll take it.
We're obviously a little bit biased, but that might not have been the greatest of calls.
Not going to complain. So being a ref is a hard job.
It is a hard job. Under 3 to play, Quakertown 13, Plymouth Whitemarsh 7. As they're going to switch the matchup here. As Coleman moves on to Sam Wilkin. Callan's open at the top of the 3. No good. Rebounded by Lincoln Sharp. 6'6" forward who comes off the bench for PW. Colsey's going to drive. He gets by Wilkin, throws up a shot that's beyond the backboard, but he's going to the line for 2.
Took a hard fall there. I think I felt the ground shake.
I felt it from up here. Colsey's first free throw in and out.
This has easily been the best start of a Quakertown game so far, right?
I would say so, yeah. They started well against Penn Ridge, but even that was around even after the first quarter. Upper Dublin, they also started pretty solid as well, but this is probably the best overall start.
Against probably one of the best opponents we'll play.
And they have to be able to keep it up for the whole game. That's been the problem so far in this 3-game season. Leeds cut to 5 after that free throw. Here comes the double at half court. They got to help Wilkin out. This might be a jump ball or a foul. They're going to rule it a jump ball. Student section letting them hear it.
Yeah.
It'll stay Panthers ball as a result of that earlier jump ball. It switched to possession arrow.
Student section's calling for a tech, but I don't know about all that.
So 2 and change to play here in the first quarter. Wilkins defended by a really good defender. Chase Coleman. Some swarming defense here by the Colonials on this possession. Rosenberger's going to get it to Wilkin in the corner. He's going to drive, put up a layup that's wild, but no good. Tomlinson follows his own miss and gets it to go.
Looks like PW is really trying to suffocate the outside ball handlers.
Looks like it's some resulting in some inside shots as Colsey rips a 3 from limitless range again. Callan's up for the rebound and they ruled a jump ball. So it'll stay Colonials basketball. 3rd jump ball in the first 7 minutes of play. Some high intensity early on here. Looking to get it inside to Coleman. He goes up for the layup and 1. That's Chase Coleman, second leading scorer for the Colonials.
You just can't let them get it that wide open next to the basket there.
Off the inbound too.
Looks
So
like
Coleman-
senior power forward Lincoln Sharp also checks into the game.
Coleman looking for the 3-point play, unable to do so as he misses his free throw. So here's Tomlinson, defended by Sales, a good defender, and they're going to call that a walk on Ethan Tomlinson. That looked like a walk to you? I think it was.
Yeah.
So Quakertown leads by 5. Minute 15 to play in the first. Here's Coleman. He's going to take the pull-up midi over 2 defenders, and he's fouled again going to the stripe.
That was a tough shot.
Back-to-back possessions.
You can just tell that they are not afraid to shoot the ball wherever they are.
No, I was just about to say the exact same thing. They're confident from all spots on the
Both
court.
guards, Colsey and Coleman.
Not afraid to shoot it from anywhere. Coleman makes the first.
I don't think we've seen Rodney Willis, 6'8" center, in a while.
Yeah,
Maybe
it might
like
be a result of the conditioning. I don't want to be too skeptical, but
maybe they're just trying to go smaller.
it was the first one to head to the bench about 2 minutes in, but could just be opting to get a smaller lineup in. Some more pressure from PW. They get it up to Callan, and he throws this one away. Behind, Sam Wilkin.
He was open. It just looked like a bit of a miscommunication there.
.59 seconds to play in this first quarter. Quakertown leads by 3. Oh, this one, possibly a backcourt, and it is. That's the second one by Chase Coleman as he was unable to haul on a pass earlier, and then that one, it looks like he just dribbled it off his foot. Some uncharacteristic mistakes by a really good player. 2 turnovers in the first.
It's got to be because of the student section, right? Maybe they got to his head.
Getting in his head early. Wilkins going to head to the lane with some power, churning towards the rim and takes a big fall. No foul is called, though. Back the other way. That might have been a walk, but it wasn't. And are they going to give it? Injury timeout as Ty Wilkins down on the other end. Ref rightfully stopped that fast break as Ty was down after the play. Should have been stopped earlier, but you can hear Ty obviously in some pain. Head coach Tony DeCosta in to check on Ty. And I said it when he took the shot. That looked like a really hard fall. No foul was called, though.
It looked like he hit the metal part of the floor.
They're helping Wilkin off the court. Goes without saying, obviously, it's a huge loss for this young team, the only senior. Looks like he is starting to put some weight on that left ankle, though. It's hard to resume a game after something like that happened, and the vibe and the feeling of that type of injury still kind of lingers throughout the gym. But we will play on here. Quakertown leads by 3 in the first quarter as they lose their only senior on the roster, Ty Wilkin, after a tough fall. Here's Coleman. He gives it off to Sales. Under half a minute to play inside the Sharp. The layup is good.
Sharp making his presence felt early.
15 seconds to play here. Sam loses the ball in the backcourt, but it's poked free. Timeout taken by Tony DeCosta. It's a smart timeout.
That is a great timeout.
Struggling to get the ball up the court with limited time remaining in the quarter. So give him an opportunity for the last shot.
30 seconds.
Saw Sharp on that last layup. He's got 4 points in that Abington win on Friday. He had 6 against Norristown in their second win. Nice presence off the bench, a 6'6" forward, able to rebound, play some defense, finish inside.
This has easily been the tallest team we've seen this season.
Also one of the more athletic ones as well, which goes to show you how good of a team this is on the other side.
Yeah, happy we haven't really had to see that so far.
Yeah, so far, so good. So Quakertown's left with 12 seconds to get this one up the court and throw one up for the final shot of the quarter, in which they lead by 1. It'll be Callan inbounding it. Gets it into Wilkin. Coleman pressures them. Here's Longacre. He's going to drive, go up for the layup, and it's good. Miles Longacre. 4 seconds to play here. Colsey's got to throw one up. He's going to hit Sales in the corner. 3-ball is good at the buzzer. Refs ruled out a good shot. Got it off right before triple zeros on the clock.
Still a good closeout. That was just a better shot.
That was Ja Pendergrass, Sales, the 6'6 guard / forward, the junior, who had 5 points on Friday.
Overall, a pretty good first quarter.
Overall, I would say so. I mean, had a few mistakes here and there, but they shot the ball pretty well. Quakertown and Plymouth Whitemarsh had some uncharacteristic turnovers.
Haven't seen a lot of highlight plays out of them either, which has really been good so far. We prefer highlights of our team over their team.
Yeah. That was a killer 3 at the end of that quarter, though.
Yeah. That one kind of hurt my heart a little bit.
It did.
Yeah.
I thought Colsey was going to have to chuck one up there at the end, but he found Sales in the corner and got it off right before the buzzer. Evened out this tightly contested matchup at 17.
Looks like they're not going with their starting lineup. 6'8" forward still on the bench for Plymouth Whitemarsh.
Rodney Willis. So with the absence of Ty Wilkin, we're going to have a new face check in. Aiden Berge, number 15, in for the first time. Looked like they called a foul there on Coleman.
Looked like Coleman was trying to out-hustle Wilkin to the ball, but went a little bit too far.
So I believe this is number 15, Aiden Berge's first action on varsity. As a matter of fact, he's not even listed on the varsity roster, so some unforeseen circumstances with the absence of Wilkin have to turn to a younger sophomore in Aiden Berge. So here's Longacre at the top, defended by Jimmy Flowers, the 6'4 guard. Longacre's trying to take him off the dribble. Instead of he hands it off to Rosenberger in the corner. Tomlinson sets the screen, throws it over Sam Wilkin, corner 3-ball is no good. Hustles for his own miss, and he follows it. Ball's on the ground again. It's a scram. Lincoln Sharp's going to come out of it. Sales on the fast break. Left-hand layup is good.
That was great hustle there by Quakertown, especially Sam Wilkin trying to follow up the rebound, but they were just able to get on the fast break.
Did about all you could ask for on that possession. Another foul called on Coleman. That's at least a second.
Second of the quarter.
Plymouth Whitemarsh's 5th foul of the quarter. 2 away from the golden number of 7. Rosenberger's going to get it into Berge. Rosenberger defended by Colsey, trying to take him his left side. Picks up his dribble, throws it ahead, passes tip. Berge has it, gives it off to Longacre. Up for the layup. Miles Longacre can't get it to go. Rebounded by Coleman.
Under like 7 definitely wanted a foul there.
Definitely. Sales tries to give it off to Sharp, but it deflects off his hands, and it is Quakertown ball.
Been playing a lot of great defense so far this game.
So 2 new faces now check in for Plymouth Whitemarsh. You got number 15, Evan Ring, the 6'3 forward, alongside of Monty Sahid. Sahid is a 6'3 freshman that we saw dunk in an earlier matchup this year for Plymouth Whitemarsh.
Doesn't even look that tall.
He's definitely up there. Wilkin gets it across half court. They send the double. He's got a man open. It's Longacre in the corner for 3. This one's short.
That was an amazing pass by Sam, able to find the corner open after the trap.
Colsey up for the layup, foul call.
Yeah, that was definitely a foul.
It's good vision, though, by Wilkin to find Longacre in the corner. He'd send the double, had a guy open. And that's the way to beat that. If you send the double at the top, have to take the other guy the other way, try to beat the double, and you have a man open if you can. So Colsey to the line for, I believe, the third time here tonight. Splashes the first one.
We noticed something a little bit weird about point guard Jaden Colsey when we were looking at his Twitter account. Adrian Wojnarowski actually follows him.
He does.
One of the 2,000 people that he follows. This is kind of crazy.
Has to indicate something.
I don't even know if he follows LeBron.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Means Colsey does, we looked it up, he has 2 offers from St. Bonaventure in North Texas. Unclear, though, why the biggest reporter in the NBA follows him, though.
Maybe he's trying to get some early report on him.
Yeah, I guess so. Trying to get some reputation built with him in case he ever becomes an NBA superstar. As this one's starting out of bounds, it'll remain Quakertown ball, though. I feel like we should ask him about that, why Woj might follow him.
Yeah.
Wonder if he knows. Figured to have to know if Woj
I'd
followed,
know.
right?
That'd be in my Instagram bio, too.
Right? I would probably be adding
Take a
that
screenshot
everywhere.
of that.
I go on my resume. Sam gets it off to Rosenberger, defended by Saheed, the 6'3 freshman. He's got Longacre wide open for the layup, and he finishes with the left hand.
Look like Quakertown's really been beating the traps that they're sending him, finding the open man.
Yeah, total breakdown defensively as Quakertown moves into his bit of a zone look. Here's Coleman on the drive, gets the foul, going to the line again.
Coleman did have the backdoor pass there, but I guess he didn't see it. But so far, as being aggressive has worked really, really well for him.
Definitely a shot first player. I mean, not that that's a bad thing. I would be a shot first player too if I was averaging 18 a game. We saw Quakertown passing off Coleman to the right side there on the drive.
Looks like the common theme for both of these teams is trying to double the ball handler.
Trying to send some confusing looks at it as Coleman's first free throw is no good.
I think the crowd got to me there.
It's getting to everybody early on.
Yeah.
Makes you lose focus every now and then. Coleman's second free throw is good. He splits a pair. So PW lead by 3 here in the second quarter. 5.5 to play. Wilkins trying to get it up, defended by Colsey. Wilkins really working hard, trying to get to the rim. Kicks it out to Callan. Longacre inside. Turnaround fadeaway. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Coleman. Colsey the other way. Hits Saheed. Right wing 3 ball. No good. In and out. Foul on the floor called on Tomlinson. So it'll remain PW ball as they'll go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Looks like Quakertown's really been hustling back on defense, trying to minimize fast breaks. We do know that this Plymouth Whitemarsh team is great on fast breaks.
This should be a 1-and-1. I don't know why you're not at the line. There we go. It's Quakertown's 9th team foul.
We haven't really seen Quiddier Bennett that much this game. Just
We
noticed
haven't.
that.
He's been on the bench for most of this
Yeah, I wonder
quarter.
why. Being one of the leading scorers is very surprising.
Rosenberger with a nice move on Saheed to get it across the halfway line. Longacre's tied up on the shot. No whistle, though. Coleman's taking it the other way now. Gives it off to Evan Ring, his first touch, and it's stolen away by Sam Wilkin. He's going the other way. Inside, Longacre, left hand finish by Miles Longacre.
Sam has really been running these fast breaks amazingly this game. Finding the open man, finding open layups. Been working well. One of the leading reasons why we're down 1 in this game.
Here's Colsey, pulls the logo 3 again for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3 on shots like that. As Evan Ring's working against Callan, unable to force the turnover as it remains Quakertown ball.
He's not afraid to shoot those shots.
He is not afraid. It seems like the coach gives him the green light either way, which is surprising after you go 0 for 3 on them.
Yeah. Well, he saw him in some of the former games. He was really able to hit those.
He was.
Kind of caught us by surprise.
It did catch us by surprise. He's got the Steph Curry green light from the logo.
Yeah.
I mean, in high school, that's a bit rare. Here's Wilkin on the drive, kicks it out. Callan, 3 ball, no good. Callan tries to follow his own shot, but unable to do so as Saheed up for the layup. Shot's good. Quakertown wanted to travel.
Sam's kind of looking like John Stockton right now. Not
He's
gonna lie.
dishing it out really well.
Yeah.
So here's Wilkin, taking it up, defended by Colsey. The announcer's jinx. Almost happens, but we're good.
Looks like senior Ty Wilkin is able to return to the bench to try and sit through the rest of the game with his team.
I was really expecting the Wilkin turnover by Sam Wilkin after you called him John Stockton. But
Sam knows I won't do him like that.
we had a few of those announcer jinxes in the last game.
I'm trying to minimize them this game.
We are perfect so far tonight.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, that's a jinx in and of itself. So here's John Stockton, as you would call him. Gives it off to Longacre. He's going to take Sales on the drive. Shots blocked.
Interior defense of Plymouth Whitemarsh has really been giving Quakertown's offense a lot of problems as they're an interior finishing team.
And that's without the 6'8" Rodney Willis. Here's Colsey, 3-ball, not as deep, but still pretty far out there. Rebounded by Coleman. He goes up, and that one's going to roll in. And one for Chase Coleman.
I think we're watching a Chase Coleman masterclass right now.
He is firing on all cylinders early on. Lead expands to 5, 6 pending the extra free throw.
It's like Tomlinson and Tanner Clancy will both check in for Longacre and Berge.
It's Clancy's first action. Played in the JV game earlier, but first action in varsity tonight.
Looks like we're going heavy with guard play.
Pretty much have to with Ty Wilkin out. Lane violation, is that what they're calling? Looks like he called a foul in Quakertown. I don't know what for. Did you see anything there?
I don't know, but he's speaking with his chest, so I believe him.
He's confident.
Said, "You are not that guy." I don't know what the call was there, but
They call it on Tomlinson. He's discussing it with the ref down by the baseline, but now DeCosta does not look pleased.
Ethan looks like me in math class right now. He looks a little bit confused.
A sharp first free throw is no good.
Looks like I think a member of the crowd was really able to make a miss there.
Really making an impact from the free throw line. See if they can do it here on the second free throw. Sharp drains the second, so obviously an impact on the first free throw.
I think the crowd really impacted
Needs to
that
step it
first
up on
one.
the second free throw. As Clancy loses this one, but he's able to get it back. Double team sent. He's got Wilkin open. Corner 3-ball, no good. Rebounded Clancy, puts up the floater. Can it roll in? No.
That was a great find there by Clancy.
It was.
I think the team started watching some Chris Paul passing videos. Chase Coleman's going nuclear right now.
It's just going to work. I mean, we were watching it, and we compared him to Bradley Beal. I mean, so far, I think we should have given him an upgrade.
He even got the jersey number. You see Bradley Beal's contract? I'd be perfectly happy
I think
compared to Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal might need to donate some of that to...
Yeah.
So 3 minutes to play. Quakertown on a bit of a scoring drought here. It's about a 6-0 run for PW. We don't have the technology and resources of an NBA broadcast, so I'm unable to tell you what exactly the scoring run is, but it's around 6 to 8.
It's been a while. It's fun, though. I got faith. That's all you really need, right?
Just got to believe.
A little bit of faith, yeah.
But as Ted Lasso says, it's the hope that kills you.
No, not the hope. So far, that's been a common theme about this Quakertown team. It's been a lot of scoring and a lot of droughts and a lot of scoring and a lot of droughts.
Very streaky team. They went 6 minutes without a point in that Upper Dublin game, which is a kind of shocking stat. That's pretty much almost an entire quarter. Stretched from the first into the second.
That's definitely going to be something they look to improve on. I don't know how I feel about Ty hopping on 1 foot to get around.
Team player.
Yeah, you got to make sure that ankle's safe, though.
Ankle is heavily wrapped. Probably will not be seeing him for the rest of the game, but what do I know? Rosenberger unable to haul that one in. He was open down low, but turnover. Chase Coleman comes up with it again. Coleman pulls the 3-ball. Shot surprisingly no good. Cowan with the rebound saves it, but he gives it right back to Colsey. Bad pass, turnover leads to free points.
Like the key to that was Lincoln Sharp really trying to hustle to get that rebound.
Wilkins really working to get it across half court, and he does so, but he dribbles it off his foot. Scramble, but Colsey comes out with it. He drives, shot. This is a wild possession to say the least. Foul called by Lincoln Sharp.
It's a great rebound by Aiden Berge there, and making sure he didn't get ripped or cause a jump ball.
So the lead is 11 for PW.
We still have not seen Quadir Bennett or Rodney Willis check back in.
Resting his legs for the second half? I don't know.
I don't know either. Especially Bennett being the leading scorer of Plymouth Whitemarsh. It's really, really surprised, but I guess it's working so far.
So it'll be Berge looking for his first free throws, possibly his first points of the varsity season. It is his first points of the varsity season. He's able to make one of these two. This is a 1-and-1. High arcing free throws, no good, but Callan comes up with it. Right hand hook shot, good.
Looked like Jaw was definitely looking for a foul there, but wasn't able to get it on the rebound, but it's a great putback by Anthony.
The drought is finally over. Here's Colsey, fadeaway midi short. Wilkin defended Colsey and then was able to get the rebound.
That was a smooth
Colsey's
break.
working to try to get a steal on Wilkin, but he's been unable to do so. Big matchup here, Rosenberger versus Coleman. Wilkin going to drive baseline. They send the double foul called on Jaden Colsey. Wilkins going to the line for a 1-and-1.
PW continues to play that tight defense, really trying to cause problems for the Quakertown guards.
And here comes the 6'8".
Here he comes.
Center, Rodney Willis.
It's just rare that you see somebody this tall in your life.
It is rare. I'm sure he was asked if he played basketball a lot in his younger career. I mean, I got that and I'm 6'3". on a nice day.
He makes Kyle, who's 6'1", look pretty short.
Yeah. Wilkin makes the second. Able to cut the lead down to 7. Willis is setting the screen at the top. Coleman drives, foul called.
Coleman's really been making his way to the free throw line.
Definitely a generous whistle.
I'm interested to see how Anthony handles this defensive matchup against Willis.
Quakertown's really using their bench depth here. As Colin Fico checks in for the first time. So we saw Fico and Berge both getting their first varsity action as Coleman makes the second. Lead is now 9 for PW.
This is definitely a different lineup than what we've seen for the prior games.
Trying to change it up, can't complain. Here's Wilkin defended by Coleman, trying to go to his right. Travel called. Unable to hold his pivot foot there. Good defense by Coleman. Coach Donofrio, not afraid to let his voice be heard.
That's what I was looking at. He kind of got me. I was about to start setting screens.
They go inside to Willis, right hand, shot's good, and there's not a lot you can do to defend that.
I think we need LeBron to try for Quakertown.
We need Joel Embiid on the roster to defend that one.
We should try and get Ben Simmons back in Philly.
Only thing you can do is try to prevent him from getting it down low. Rosenberger in on the cut. Ball's being kicked around. Clancy comes up with it, foul called.
Great hustle by Clancy there to save that possession.
Ben Morisco also checks in for PW. as Chase Coleman, a sight to see for Quakertown that you would like.
You definitely
Checks
want
out
to
of the
see
game.
this.
As Clancy goes to the line. Clancy's free throw in and out, rebounded by Berger. He goes up, gets his own rebound, throws it up. No good. So Scram Fico goes up, jump ball. I think Fico thinks he got the free throws, but they called a jump ball, and he is surprised by that.
I'm surprised by that, too.
I am also surprised.
It was pretty impressive there by Quakertown, able to get an offensive rebound over Rodney Willis.
And 3 of them.
Yeah. The one that looked like he went right over him.
Yeah, Willis had the block on one of them. As Quakertown goes to a bit of a zone type of look. They're helping hard in the paint, expecting possibly a Colsey drive. Under 20 seconds to play, trying to hold for the last shot. It'll be Colsey defended by Wilkin. He drives left, sails in the corner. He takes it baseline, gives it inside. Flowers layup good. 4 seconds, Wilkin trying to get a shot up, no foul. Here's Berge, more contact, no foul. So Quakertown will go into the halftime locker room break down by 13, 38-25. PW leads. Takeaway from the first half, Jack?
First quarter was pretty good. We were able to move the ball well. We were able to find open shooters. People were hitting good layups. We had good cuts, especially from that one wing. Good defense, but the second quarter kind of looked like we fell apart.
Overall storyline there. See some new faces for Quakertown with the absence of Ty Wilkin. We're going to have to stage a comeback down by 13 headed into the break. We'll be back for the second half. Welcome back to the second half. Quakertown trails by 13, 38-25. Colonials lead. Starting five for Quakertown in the second half, it'll be Callan, Wilkin, Tomlinson, Longacre, and Rosenberger. As the Colonials are going to go with, it looks like their normal starting five as Rodney Willis and Quadir Bennett check in. We didn't see a lot of Bennett in that first half, unclear as to why. Start with Longacre inbounding it from the side. Rosenberger with a nice move, puts up the midi, shot's good. Nice shot there by Kyle Rosenberger.
That was amazing.
Splash through.
Gonna need a lot more of that.
A little bit of energy here. Coleman trying to get the inside, takes the midi. In and out, Rodney Willis going for the board, but Wilkin comes up with it.
Willis did not want to let Ethan get that rebound there.
Wilkin with a tough drive, kicks it out. Rosenberger, three ball good. Kyle Rosenberger again.
Rosenberger starts off by hitting a tough mid, then a tough corner three.
5 points to start the half. The lead is 8.
Sam's starting to look like that John Stockton I gave him earlier.
Getting it a little bit as Bennett takes the midi, and that one is a nice shot. Quadir Bennett.
Looks like we left the inbounder. Oh, there we go.
That's a tough shot right there. Tough to defend that.
Bennett's been doing it all season. He continues to do it today.
Quakertown beats the press. Wilkin hard drive. Coleman on the defense. Stays Quakertown ball. Got eerily silent after that whistle.
I don't know what happened there. Looks like Quakertown is trying to drive in strong and maybe draw some more free throws.
Callan goes up, and as you say that, it's going to the line for 2.
He said the announcer curse is real.
The Tony Romo of basketball.
Yeah.
That's less annoying.
Tony Romo less annoying or more?
No, you
don't answer that. Oh, okay, good.
I like Romo. He's just a little energetic.
He is. He's a happy guy.
First one rolls in for Callan. Callan looking to go perfect from the line. He does so, 2 for 2.
It's like Callan will not be running laps after next practice.
He will not. Sharp's going to check in, which will stop play for a minute. The lead is 8 for the Colonials. Quakertown's gained 5 points in the early minute, 15. So they went to the breakdown by 13. Here's Bennett now. Picks up his dribble. Gives it off to Colsey. Swings it over to Coleman. He's going to give it out. Colsey now inside to Sharp. Sharp power dribble. It looked like that was a double dribble, but no call.
Looks like a great perimeter ball movement by Plymouth Whitemarsh is really able to free open extra players after making the third pass.
Wilkins' pass is off the feet of Callan, but he's able to corral it back. 42-32, Colonials lead, 6 minutes to play. Trying to get it inside now. It's Callan, defended by Sales. A tie-up as Coleman sends the double from the corner. Jump ball called. Plymouth Whitemarsh ball.
Coleman's been forcing a lot of jump balls on defense so far this game. Did a lot in the first half. I think around like maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Starts off this half with another one.
I almost wish we could see an actual NBA jump ball.
Yeah.
Just for fun, but looked like Colsey thought about it. They got the switch. Tomlinson on Colsey. They give it out to him. He's going to take Tomlinson off the drive, give off to Sharp. Charge call! Miles Longacre takes it.
I almost started clapping.
I felt like a fan up here.
I got kind of fired up there.
Five and a half to play. A little bit of pressure now. Callan gets it into Wilkin. Nice read there. They got numbers. Callan, Tomlinson. Wilkin fakes the pass. Kicks Rosenberger. Corner 3 ball too strong. Sharp with the rebound. Colsey the other way. Cowan has to pick him up. He does so. Drive, left hand, no good, but he's going to the line for 2.
It's a great control drive there by Jaden Colsey. Also able to draw the foul and looks to go 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Fought through the contact, looking to make the lead 12. Berge gets set to check in for Quakertown. Crowd didn't impact that free throw as Colsey makes the first.
Crowd's impacted me a little bit.
He is. Well, not he, the crowd.
Yeah.
And Colsey's second free throw good. So the lead now is 12 for the Colonials. Pretty much back to where we started this half. With a hot potato between Berge and Longacre.
Been working.
Scott looking in the corner if he wants him, but Longacre's looking for the penetration, and he gets it. Layup good. Miles Longacre with the Euro step.
He's able to beat him inside. It didn't even look like they cared about that corner shooter. He's able to hit him with a nice right-handed layup there.
He had a couple options there and went with the ladder. As Bennett lets this one fly from 3. Sharp with the rebound, though.
That looked like a push-off by Sharp there on the back of Sam.
No pass interference, though. As Sharp with the second offensive board of the possession.
I'd want Sharp on my fantasy basketball team right now.
He is putting up numbers. Colsey on the drive, gives it off to Bennett. He goes up, right hand finish is good. Off the glass.
If you're Quakertown there, you just got to try and get a rebound before then. Let him get 3 shots up on that possession.
Just over 4 to play. The lead is 12 for Plymouth Whitemarsh. Wilkin defended by Bennett. Screened at the top by Berge. He takes it left. Bennett falls over. Tomlinson left hand finishes. Good off the glass.
If I'm Bennett, I'm definitely going to try and blame that on the slippery floor.
Got up and checked his shoes. I saw it. Coleman's going to take this one. No travel called. Right hand finish and 1. Block called on Ethan Tomlinson. Tomlinson looks befuddled after that block.
My man has not moved.
Timeout called.
This has really been the Chase Coleman game so far for Plymouth Whitemarsh.
Not a huge surprise. He's had 2 games with 20 points back-to-back against Norristown and Abington, to go along with 16 in the opening game.
Their offense throughout the season has looked like it's been more spread out through Jaden Colsey, Chase Coleman, and Quadir Bennett, but this game it's really been all Chase Coleman.
Plymouth Whitemarsh went 19-9 last season. They clinched a share of the Liberty Division title alongside Upper Dublin, who Quakertown met on Friday. So multiple tough matchups early on in this young season for Quakertown. Really a test to show what kind of team they are. And they've hung tight multiple times, but they've just been unable to close it out.
And it definitely seems like they're a first-half team, because in their win versus Norristown, they scored 41 in the first half and 69 in the game. Sorry. It looked like they were able to continue that this game.
Plymouth Whitemarsh, that is, went on a 17-0 run in that game. Able to score in bunches, force some turnovers, which leads to easy points on the other end. It's pretty much the story of a lot of high school games. As Coleman's going to the line. He makes the free throw for the 3-point play. So PW lead back to 13, which is what it was when we entered the halftime break. Here's Wilkin now, defended by Coleman. Screen at the top for Berge. Fake the dribble handoff. Wilkin keeping it, trying to get some separation, but not finding much here. And now he's double teamed. He gets it out. It's Fico. Fico, he's trying to go up. He gets the shot off, and he's going to the line.
A lot of strong perimeter defense by Plymouth Whitemarsh, trying to ice the screen and send any ball handler to the corner and try and double him there.
What'd you think about the foul call?
I mean, I'll take it. He had Miles open back door, but I know this is his first start, or I guess first varsity playing time on the season, so can't be too mad at it.
They called it on Sharp, who went straight up, it looked like, but we won't complain. Fico misses the first of 2. Trying to make the lead 12. Unable to do so as both free throws are strong, but Longacre follows the shot. Turnaround fadeaway, no good. Poked around off the backboard and taken out now by Pendergrass Sales. Coleman hits Colsey in the corner for 3. Shot's good. And it looks like a violation on the inbound now between Berge and Longacre. Timeout, DaCosta.
Yeah, somebody's getting yelled at right now.
And
somebody is definitely getting yelled at right now.
That is a brutal turnover.
It's like the ref might be talking to a parent too. Yeah.
Never a good sign when that starts to happen. Looks like he's explaining it right now to his other official. It looked like they might have disagreed about whether or not that's a...
You could chalk that one up to some inexperienced players. Being his first start, maybe didn't really know what to do there.
Kind of a petty call, though, on the inbound.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, the rule's a rule.
Yeah.
Have to call it. So the lead is ballooned to 16 after a solid start by Quakertown. They got it to within 8 at one point, but an 8-point swing as PW 52, Quakertown 36 with under 3 to play in the third quarter.
Also PW ball after that inbound violation.
It'll be Colsey throwing this one in. He gets it inside to Coleman, who goes up strong. Layup's no good. He follows his own shot, and he's going to get the follow there. And a tease call on Coleman. He threw the ball back at Longacre.
Looked like a deserved tech there.
Made the layup over Longacre after following the shot. Threw it into the chest of him pretty strong, and the ref rightfully gave him the technical foul. So Wilkin will shoot the one free throw on the other end. And we'll get that one to fall.
Doesn't look like there's any hard feelings between the players.
See if he can go 2 for 2 from the line. And Wilkin does. The technical free throw, though, it's always a bit of a weird feeling when you're on the other end with nobody in the paint. Feels like you're just practicing free throws at
it feels like you definitely shouldn't miss those.
Yeah.
So feels like it almost adds more pressure.
Yeah.
Especially because you're chosen to shoot that free throw.
Specifically, yes. Berge might have been backcourt, but I didn't see anything. And this one's thrown away. Berge keeps it. Fumble on the ground. Coleman comes up with it.
Travel,
and that's a travel, definitely.
If you're Aiden Berge there, I feel like you have to put the ball on the floor. It looks like he's a little bit nervous right now.
Which is understandable. Your first
first varsity
action.
start, but yeah, varsity action.
They get it into Rosenberger this time. Here's Sam Wilkin driving to his left, puts up the layup, and it's good. Sam Wilkin on the finish.
Kyle was able to beat the double there and find Sam open in the wing and able to drive past his defender to make that tough layup.
Colsey gives it off to Sharp in the paint. He kicks it back out to Sales. Here's Colsey again, defended by Wilkin. Just over 2 to play. Nice crossover move. They set the screen at the top. It's Quadir Bennett. He gets Wilkin to jump. Finish no good. Rebounded, snagged by Sharp.
Lincoln Sharp's really been crashing the boards on offense.
Multiple boards on the offensive end to extend some possessions, get them second chance points.
I mean, he is 6'6", so it makes sense, but you got to try and box him out there.
Definitely knows his role. He's not here to pop corner threes. He is here to rebound the basketball. Coleman free throw line midi. Shots too strong off the back iron. Rebounded by Fico. Minute 45 and ticking. Quakertown trails by 14. As they send the double at Wilkin. Longacre open in the corner. 3 ball. Too strong. Wilkin on the follow, offensive board, releases the second chance points as Sam Wilkin gets the layup.
Sam able to save that.
Timeout taken by Plymouth Whitemarsh, and the lead is back to 12.
It's like Quakertown's going on a bit of a run here.
So just under a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter.
So if you're Quakertown here, what are you trying to do for the rest of this game?
I try to continue to run the offense through my best players, get the ball in the hands of Longacre and Wilkin, who have been stuffing the stat sheet so far here tonight. And that's not a slight to any other guys. It's just when your best chance to score is your best players, you got to get them the ball.
Kyle's also been pretty good on the catch and shoot so far this game, so you also want to try and find him open when you have the chance.
Definitely opened the half with 5.
You also want to minimize turnovers and try and not allow PW to get on the fast break. If you're Quakertown on defense, you also want to try and get the ball out of Chase Coleman's hand. He's been hot all game.
Bit of a cold stretch there ever since that technical foul, but looks like Quakertown's going to stick with the same 5 they had out there before the timeout. It'll be Bennett inbounding it to the point guard, Colsey. Wilkin remains on Colsey for this possession. Sales defended by Berge. Looks like they're trying to get a down low to Bennett, and they do so. Rosenberger goes for the reach, and he gets the foul.
It's like Quadir Bennett's getting a lot more play time in the second half than the first half.
It's kind of a weird first half there, as he didn't see a lot of playing time in that second quarter.
I don't know why.
Certainly rare for a guy coming off a 30-point performance and 5 threes there, as Coleman gets the layup on the inbound.
You just cannot let Coleman get that open.
You can't. Easier said than done, but. And Coleman's only a junior. Here's Wilkin off the screen. He fakes the pass, goes up, Sharp with the block. Bennett takes it the other way. He got Coleman right side of the court. He gives it off. Bennett 3-ball, shot's good. Quadir Bennett with the 3-ball, his second one of the half. 15-point lead for PW.
That was great communication between Coleman and Bennett there.
Ran the break well, got the open look.
You were able to hear Bennett call for it before Coleman even had the ball.
Looks like Quakertown's probably going to try to hold for the last shot. Under 25 to play, no reason not to, as there's no shot clock. Wilkin defended by Coleman. He gives it off to Longacre. He's probably going to take the final shot. He doesn't. He gives it off to Wilkin, top of the 3. Key, no. Rebounded Berge, and he's fouled.
I don't know about that one.
You looked at me after the call, and I don't blame you.
I take that.
It was a little.
The
looked
ref,
like a lot of ball, but
the ref just knows how to. It's rigged for ratings. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
I mean, we are on the side of Quakertown,
Yeah.
but we have eyes, so
Tough call to make there, but
yeah,
I don't know.
we'll take it. Misses the first free throw, Aiden Berge. Bit of a funny storyline. We all probably saw the Quakertown Penridge Thanksgiving game. Head coach for Penridge football team. As the crowd gets silent here for the second free throw. Berge makes it. Head coach for the Penridge football team is actually Chuck Berge, which is the dad of Tyler Berge. So that was a funny storyline going into that game, as Berge also plays football along with his other brother, Tyler Berge. And that half-court shot almost went there at the end of the half.
Yeah.
Thought he was about to interrupt my story.
My jaw dropped there.
Yeah. So the lead going into the fourth for PW, 16 points. It's going to be a tough ask for a Quakertown team that started this game well.
Just looks like Chase Coleman has really been taking over this game for PW. There's really nothing Quakertown can do to stop him right now. He's getting open a lot, which you really can't let happen.
And it's a tough game, though, for Quakertown when you have a guy like Coleman on the other end who's just able to score at will. And you could try to switch up the defensive game plan on him, but then you have Bennett, who's been splashing threes in the second half. You have the point guard Colsey, who scores in bunches.
The offense of Quakertown's definitely been looking better this game.
It has looked a lot more coordinated.
Especially with the new younger additions to the team after the injury to Ty Wilkin. They've been playing better than I thought they would. You got to be pretty impressed if you're the head coach at Quakertown.
Tony DaCosta.
Coach DaCosta.
And he's going to put Tomlinson and Callan back in for a little bit of more size, try to get some offensive rebounds.
Looks like the starting lineup that opened up the game. It's like Lincoln Sharp will stay on the court for PW.
Just not a surprise considering the half that he's had. So here's Wilkin. Quakertown down by 16. They need to score, and they need to score fast. Wilkin gets it inside to Tomlinson, defended by Sharp. Spin move. Can he finish? No. He gets the own rebound, though. No foul called as Tomlinson hits the deck.
That was a great move by Tomlinson, and looked like Lincoln Sharp really tried to front him on that pass for the post pass, but he just wasn't able to convert on the layup.
Just was unable to finish the play. Now here's Sales on the drive. Kick it out. Right wing three for Colsey's good.
It was a great pass there and a great shot.
And, you know, this has been the story of the two games that we did with Upper Dublin and now Plymouth Whitemarsh. Just a hot three-point shooting team that didn't miss in the second half. And it's two really tough teams that were good last year that Quakertown has stayed with. So possibly a good sign for future games when they have some easier opponents down the line. Here's Longacre in the corner. He goes up for the reverse and gets it to go off the glass. Miles Longacre with the finish.
Very strong drive by Miles there and able to convert on the reverse layup. Looked like PW didn't even think he was going to shoot that ball.
62-45. PW leads. Longacre goes for the steal on Bennett. Couldn't get it, though. Coleman off the drive. He beats Rosenberger, takes it to the glass, and curls it home. Chase Coleman with a tough finish.
Bro looks like LeBron right now. Not current day, like 2018.
He's really done it all, both ends of the court. Lead is ballooned to 19. Rosenberger now defended by Colsey in the corner. This pass is tipped over the head of Tomlinson, and Colsey on the break. He will finish. Wide open layup on the other end. Timeout taken by Quakertown. The lead is up to 21 points, and it has gotten out of hand here in the fourth quarter.
Seemed like that's been a common theme of this Quakertown team.
It has, and it's just the result of playing some really good teams. You know, Upper Dublin and PW were Liberty co-champs last season. Both had some playoff runs, and it's really not
consistent fall-offs in the fourth, though.
Yeah.
You want to
signs of a young team, I'd say. They get Holy Ghost Prep on Saturday and then Abington on the following Thursday. Abington was the team that Plymouth Whitemarsh faced on Friday, and PW beat them 82-65 handily.
Holy Ghost Prep got to be one of the coolest school names I've ever heard.
It's probably up there. Holy Ghost Prep is.
Like, they got to have some nice-looking uniforms.
I'm sure they do.
I'll be pretty disappointed if they're not, like, all dripped out.
They should be. That is a Saturday home game. Then they have Abington on Thursday at home on the 22nd of December. Also have Wissahickon on this Friday on the road. Longacre kicks it to Rosenberger, who drives baseline, unable to finish on the reverse.
Looked like Kyle tried to put a little bit more spin on that ball.
Bennett's going to get the foul. He's going to the line for two. Fifth-team foul for Quakertown. As Berge gets ready to check back in for Callan. 5:42 to play here in this fourth quarter. It's Quakertown on the verge of an 0-4 start. Bennett makes the first on the 1-1. Or forgive me, not a 1-1. This is a shooting foul.
Just me, it doesn't look like Miles leaves a little bit early on these free throws.
We had a lane violation earlier, I believe.
Oh, that one he didn't. I know, I like the strategy, though.
I do. So Bennett goes 2 for 2 to make the lead 23. Can't lie, I'm a little disappointed we haven't seen any dunks in transition.
Yeah.
Rosenberger's following his own shot. He's on the ground. He gives it off to Berge, looking for his first points, and he gets it. Aiden Berge on the bank.
Great place to find himself there on the court, able to convert on that open shot. Great hustle by Kyle there also to find him there.
Right place at the right time. Pass was floated.
Oh, no.
Able to get it across half court as PW as he hits Sales in the corner. The wide open 3-ball is a splash for Pendergrass Sales. Same spot on the court that he hit the 3 earlier on at the end of the first half at the buzzer. Now Rosenberger, he's going to try to follow it up with a 3 of his own, but his shot's too strong. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay Quakertown ball.
It looks like Quakertown's closeouts have kind of fallen off as the second half has been going on. In the first half, it looks like we were there on every single closeout, but as the game went on, it looks like we aren't there as much.
This one's going to roll out of bounds. It'll stay Panthers ball. Looked like on that prior inbound, they got it into Berge, and Pendergrass Sales wasn't ready for it. He had a chance to maybe make something of it, but nothing happening there. Wilkins trying to take Coleman. Coleman's just letting him shoot it. Did you notice that how Coleman played defense? Just put his hands down pretty much. Said, I'm not fouling no matter what. Which you have the luxury of doing when you're up by 24 points.
Yeah.
Longacre goes for the steal on Sharp, who kicks it back out to Coleman for 3. His shot is no good. Rebound Tomlinson. Ethan thought he was playing point guard for a little bit there.
Yeah.
Bennett with the foul on Longacre. Flowers is going to check in on this stoppage for PW. Coach just preaching to not foul right now.
Looked like some words were exchanged between Ethan and Jaw there.
You know, the score says you're down by 22, but it honestly has not felt that wide of a margin as Quakertown turns it over and you look at me and laugh.
It's a bad time to say that.
And Bennett 3-ball, no good.
Right.
Shocker, honestly. Longacre ahead to Rosenberger. He goes up for the layup, and his shot is good. Kyle Rosenberger on the layup. Quakertown trying to press a little bit. Berge's got his hands all over Bennett. Bennett gives it off to Flowers. Easy layup. Lead remains at 22. Wilkin goes hard to the cup and finishes with his right hand.
It's a great finish there by Sam. It's the type of drives you want to have when you're driving in. Force the defender off of you and get an open look.
Colsey's pass is off the feet of Ethan Tomlinson, gives him a free steal. Wilkin to the cup, gets the finish with his left hand. Quakertown on a bit of a run. Timeout called by Donofrio, head coach of Plymouth Whitemarsh. I mean, don't call it a comeback. So the lead for PW is 18, 3 minutes and change to play. I have to give some respect to Ty Wilkin for being over there with his ankle heavily wrapped up, limping over, trying to get to be a part of the team huddle. Some true grit displayed by the senior.
It's like they're using him as a player coach right now.
The Udonis Hassel.
A player that looks like he's been playing a lot better is Sam. It looks like he's way more confident when driving in. He's more confident with passes. I think this might be his breakout season for Quakertown.
He's a young sophomore, so he's got a few more seasons before his eligibility's up for high school. You know, he's got the junior and senior year, and then, of course, the rest of the sophomore season, which has had some highs and some lows, but this has definitely been the high point of the
for
year
him,
so
at least.
far. Yeah, definitely.
I don't know about for the team, but
Well,
for him right now, he's playing pretty well. Whole team is actually playing like 55 points has been
I mean, you
pretty
got
good,
the
especially
defense
against this defense.
Yeah.
It's really
Offense
been
has
the defense.
played pretty well. Defense, on the other hand, not so great. But this is a really, really good offense in Plymouth Whitemarsh that competed with a team that won the state title last season. They got Colsey double team back on his own baseline. The entire Quakertown bench is begging for the travel, but they won't get it. Coleman now inside to Sharp. Layup is good. I don't think I've seen a simultaneous reaction from a bench like that before, like Steph Curry started hitting those threes in 2016. Yeah. Flowers is diving for the steal on Wilkin, unable to do so. And that one's off the hands of
that pass was a little bit too low for Miles to get.
Tried to throw the low ball in there, but couldn't get it home. Obviously the high for Plymouth Whitemarsh has been the three-point shooting. Nice passing display here by this team as well.
Looks like Quakertown's trying to trap the inbounder, or the person that gets the ball in the inbound. And I don't know if it's been working too well.
Trying to make a miraculous comeback. It's just not working.
It's aggressive play style on defense.
Inflating the scoring total as little as Longacre's fouled on the three ball, and Jimmy Flowers is contemplating his life right now.
He's definitely pretty upset with that foul.
Have to add a little bit of comedy when you're down by 22 like this.
How's school going?
Pretty solid.
Pretty solid. Looking at any colleges right now?
I am.
I feel like your parent asking you these questions.
Feels like it.
Visited Penn State. How was that?
Big school.
Big school. Cool basketball team, too. I saw them.
Football team, cool. Basketball team, not so cool. However, we could use the height from the Penn State basketball team on this show.
Yeah.
There has been some valuable reps, though, for Fico and Berge in a game against a solid team in their first varsity action of the year. So 2:08 to play, the lead 77-58.
And I mean, you always got to get ready to. You always got to be ready to see varsity action, but they've been playing pretty well. I feel like they may have not have expected their varsity start as much as the coach did, but they're playing their roles pretty well so far.
Behind the scoreboard, the Sixers game. She's rich. I'm talking my friend Cameron from Northampton.
So we are actually calling the game up from the track above the gym.
Yeah.
I think it would be interesting to try calling the game from the scorer's table down there. I think it would be kind of hilarious. Hearing the
really feel like
reactions
you're
of
on
both
your
benches.
court.
You would feel like it.
You get to hear more conversations between the players. I like this spot, though.
It is a
Especially
solid
if somebody dunks on this rim, I'm going crazy. It doesn't even matter what team they're on.
You'll probably see us on the stream running down the track.
Yeah.
It will be interesting to see how this Quakertown team matches up with Abington next week, a team that PW beat by 17. Bit of a measuring stick game to see where you're at against one of the not top-tier teams in the division. Quakertown's trying out this press, which, to be quite blunt, has not worked out in their favor.
Like Ethan just got hacked there.
Sales will check back in for Flowers. Tomlinson to the line. Trying to pad the stats a little bit. So he makes the first of the 1-and-1.
Free throw shooting's also been a lot better this game.
It has felt like it. They went 8 of 16 on Friday from the line.
Didn't curse it either.
Also a surprise.
Yeah.
So they got the lead down to 17. I don't know what the Vegas line was, but perhaps they might be close to covering. They've definitely hit the over, though, 77-60. Pretty high-scoring matchup as Bennett's going to go in for the layup.
It's like they're PW playing aggressive defense here.
Clancy, corner three. His shot's good. Tanner Clancy from the corner. And I said it last week when the comeback started. The fat lady might not be singing yet.
I said last week we also do not have Tracy McGrady on our team.
Block called on Quakertown, and fat lady might be starting to warm up the vocal cords. But I mean, when you look at it from Quakertown's perspective, you're down by 16 with a minute 19. All you need is like 5 threes and then another layup. I mean, I think they got it in a minute and 10 seconds.
All with PW missing?
Yeah.
I believe. Starts right here. And it ends right here.
And they'll go to the line to end it. Colsey looking to boost up his 12 points per game here at the line. Free throw's no good. Rebounded by Longacre. 60 seconds to play here as this one's saved by Sam Wilkin on the
great
baseline.
save.
Some great hustle as Berge pops the 3 ball. That one's short. Clancy tips it up into the air. Looks like we're playing volleyball. Longacre trying to split the double. That looks like a foul, and it is.
Looked like a travel, but
I think the contact forced it, though.
yeah, that's true. He was still able to finish through the contact.
PW's scoring high on the year was an 82-point performance against Abington. They've got 79 tonight. You would think if the players know, they would be trying to beat the scoring high, but that's just me. They need 4 points in the final 46 seconds. As Bennett's going to try to keep it in, but
Great hustle by Rosenberger there.
throws it off the baseline. It'll remain Quakertown basketball. What do you think, Jack? Do you think PW gets the high on the year, 83 points?
Nah, I don't think they'll get it. I think if they get the ball back here, they might just hold it.
Well, there's step number 1.
I meant like a little bit.
He's got numbers, gives it off to Sharp, and Sharp, I thought, was about to dunk that.
Okay.
For our sake, he thankfully laid it in. I mean, I think we should call this like Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can hit 83. Rosenberger from the corner. Can he get it to go? No. Rebounded by Wilkin. And Bennett goes up.
Sam's going to be mad
Sky's
about
high
that
for it.
Looks
Let's
like
see
they'll
if
just
they
hold the
run it
ball
out. Maybe a Zion Williamson 360 windmill, which we saw on Friday against the Suns, but
I think he wants it.
he's going to try to. Oh, that's crazy. A little bit of bad blood, maybe.
Definitely try to get the Zion dunk there.
That late Coleman shot. He might have had himself in fantasy. So Quakertown drops this one 81 to 63. These two teams will meet again later on in the season. Could see some animosity towards each other after that late layup by Coleman to pad his own stats, but we will see. So Quakertown falls to 0-4. Jack, your takeaways from this game?
Overall, it was pretty good game for Quakertown's offense, and first half defense was also pretty good. But it just looked like we couldn't keep up the play through the second half, especially the fourth quarter.
Just unable to do so in the fourth quarter. Now, like I said, 2 tough opponents against Upper Dublin and PW. They've got some easier opponents coming up now later on in the season. We'll see if they're able to maintain the level of play they had in that first quarter throughout the entire 32 minutes of game time. So Quakertown falls 83-63 to Plymouth Whitemarsh. This has been a presentation of QCSD TV News. I am Rocco Pellegrino alongside Jack James. Jack, any last words?
I hope Ty's ankle starts to feel better. I want to see him back on the court this season. So we'll keep an eye out on that.
Definitely. All right. This has been broadcast of Quakertown.